25 awful, crazy ex stories. According to Reddit. I'm going to be pulling from multiple lists here, so ignore the numbers. On this list, we're on number 14. She tried to justify her cheating with a coworker because married life with 2 kids is boring. She showed up to my job to explain it. Well, good Lord. Number 13, one guy would send me super angry text messages for months after our breakup saying you're a bitch and have fun being a meme for the rest of your life. We were dating for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. We were dating for 2 weeks. Number 12, he read all of my diaries and burned them. I had left them in our storage locker. For months and months, I was freaking out because I couldn't find my 20 years worth of writing. I got a picture of a fire pit and text after text of stuff I had done and written about. Interesting. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Number 11. He broke into my house twice. The first time, I was home, but he regretted breaking in and snuck out before I found out he was in the house. The second time, his friends got him out of my house before I got home. He then refused to get in the car with them after they got him out of my house, and he began wandering around my neighborhood. My neighbors ended up calling the cops on him because, ironically enough, he had a crazy look in his eye. We've been broken up for over a year and have had no communication. I just learned this weekend, or I just learned this week. Him and his new girlfriend tried to jump me a couple of months ago from our mutual friends. Sweet, merciful Bing Bong. I suppose these things happen. A friendly hello to everybody in the stream chat. Here's hoping you're all having a great morning, evening, afternoon, middle of the day, based on where you may be. Love ya. 00 says thanks for the afternoon stream. Interesting. Legendary Fat Man and Lexeus, I'm pleased you're in attendance. Number 10. Pretended to kill myself. Oh, kill herself. Yeah, she's the crazy ex. She pretended to kill herself. Then when I didn't believe her, she drove by my house and put candy and soda in my mailbox. Then burst through my door crying and stood there. My mom told me to leave through the back door and she'd handle it. You're the real MVP, Mom. But the candy and the soda, I think I like this girl. Totally worth it if that's what she's all about. Girls, if you want to kill yourselves and you're going to bring me some candy and soda, oh my God. Kisses. Coke and Mentos. It doesn't matter what comes, fresh grows better with life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Got the music out. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos freshness. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker. Could probably do that better. Hold on. Mentos, the fresh maker. Some bullshit like that. That commercial was ridiculous. You can bring the music back now. Okay. Yeah. Pretty legit. Number 9 on this list here. Oh boy, write me a life story. Called the police after I kicked her out, saying the house was full of guns. That bitch. And that I was going to kill myself. They showed up that morning and put me in cuffs. That shows you how the legal system works. It was around 11 a.m. and I had already started drinking the hard stuff. They explained what was up and I said that I clearly didn't look the type, considering how well I was taking the situation. Well, I kinda just went along with everything as not to make it worse. They took me to a hospital as this procedure for suicide threats. I just laid in bed trying to sober up. The staff was kind and understanding enough to let me have the TV remote for my room to watch football. Was gonna miss a Lions game over this shit. It got weird when she showed up at the hospital with her friend, and she then began to fill me on her day. Maybe he means fill me in on her day, which means to say that, she was informing him of the things that transpired in her day as if it's relevant. She went to my friend's house to make up lies about me and his girlfriend, telling him we had a three-way with her, which we didn't, shit like that. Then called my brother to get my parents' address after she fed him some made-up story about caring and wanting to make sure I'm okay. Went to my parents to tell them I was smoking pot, drinking liquor every day, every night, and that I was selling meth out of the house. I smoke weed, that's the only truth there. I calmly listened and politely asked the nurse that showed up to check on me to please remove her. The ex resisted, was promptly carried out by the authorities yelling obscenities about how I was fucking crazy. There's some other small details, but my thumbs are getting tired. Mainly just her trying to ruin my personal life, family life, my career, etc. Thanks for reading. What a cool guy. Seems to have taken this crazy bitch. Hey, Legendary Fat Man said morbing. Hey, that's a cool way of saying morning, but mixing it with the word morbid. That's what I'm all about. That morbid morning. Happy morbing to all of you guys. Silly. Lexia says you have to be a sponsor to use emotes. Who's curious about the use of emotes? Guys, you want to hear something crazy? I'm not a sponsor, but I can use the emotes. Loophole, 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 loophole. So we travel up this list of awful crazy X stories. We're going to go ahead and arrive at number 8, but just number 8 on this list. You guys aren't that late because I'm reading multiple lists, The thing about Reddit is that people ask the same question very often, but sometimes those questions don't take off or gain traction or get a lot of attention. So sometimes people will answer, but if it's not in the big thread where everybody's getting the answers, then it may be overlooked, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and read some of these. Number 8. I thought this thread needed a female experience, so he chased me with a cricket bat, screaming something like, "Why don't you love me?" Stalked my house, was always out front waiting for me, threatened any guy I went near. Don't you want me, baby? I don't understand the intricacies of cricket. I really don't. Number 7. He took all of the old love letters I had written him, cut them up, and arranged words to make a desperate note to me, ransom note style. Now that's what I'm talking about. Then he showed up at my work to hand deliver. Excuse me. No, a hiccup. Sharp inhale, hiccup, burp. Combination. I hate that. Listen. He then showed up at my work to hand deliver it to me. Waited outside my whole shift to make sure I left alone. Try so hard to keep that Vicks on the freaking table and suddenly it's missing again. Where the hell? Whoa. 5 Dizzard.
Unknown skinny woman. The arch nemesis of legendary Fat Man. Fear me, mortals.
Unknown skinny woman. Whoa, Fat Man just became a sponsor. Good on you, Fat Man. We appreciate that kind of stuff around here. You already...
Slap it on some toast.
Yeah, slap that on some toast, Fat Man. Wow. Wow, Fat Man, wow. I'm gonna give you a double toast slap.
Slap it on some toast.
Wow. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. So I thank you. And we're going to go ahead and travel up this list. Wow. Number 6. He spray painted a penis on my car because I confronted him about his multiple other ladies. Well, you know, when you do shit like that and it leaves such blatant and like insane evidence, where the fuck do you go from there? Some dude was just like, what a dick. That's probably what she said. You know what I'm talking about? Number 5. We had been living together for 2 years and it hadn't been going well. And she said that she wanted to move out. Okay. C'est la vie. She said she just wanted her clothes, the big TV, and her kitchen stuff. She moved out at the weekend and took them. 3 weeks later, I come home from work, open the door to the apartment, and it was empty. Totally empty. I checked the apartment number because I thought I must have opened the wrong door, but nope. She came back and took fucking everything, just left my clothes and my fish tank. That day I learned, change the locks when a partner leaves. You should have known this already, dude. You should have known this already. Sometimes you should just change the locks in the house out of nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what the hell's going on. I'm the type of person that sleeps with the keys to the house right by me. So that hopefully to God, there's no way that anybody could find some shit and cut some shit. You know what I mean? Bing bong with you. Oh well. Sadeja, hello, sweetie. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope things are going well for you. And I hope that everybody's doing very well. Roger says, it is so hard to not be a little bitch man or not cheating. Are you saying it's hard to not cheat? And what's hard about not being a little bitch man? It's probably because you're young. When you're young, you can't really escape being a little bitch man. It's coursing through your veins. You can't suppress that. The only way to not be a little bitch man is to like shut up and don't do anything. You know what I mean? And then people will think you're enigmatic and that'll make you vaguely cool in like a strange way. Be like, wow, man, that guy's just seems like he's just lost in thought. He's never doing anything strange. That guy's really interesting. But really, you a little bitch man on the inside. You gotta hide that bitch man status. Bitch man status. Hashtag Roger Blankenship little bitch man. Little bitch boy. Little bitch boy is his sidekick. Little bitch man is the hero, and they ride around in like some manner of like hybrid. Look, there's nothing uncool about saving the environment and doing your part to stick it to the man as far as them profiting off of this fossil fuel shit that's been outdated for over 50 years. But why are you driving a hybrid, nigga? Go buy a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? You could be cool and save the environment, you tree-hugging bitch man. Okay.
I am totally not legendary, fat man.
Huh. Well, unknown skinny woman, I hope that the one part of your body that's not skinny is in the chest area. And that's all I'll say about that. But I appreciate that. You're really hot. That's really sweet of you. Hot on the inside, not on the outside. You know, and that's what matters more. Oh boy. Guys, we're rolling up here. Number 4, accused me of stalking him, breaking into his house, and trying to murder him. He says he has it on security footage. I'd be very surprised if he did, because I was in a completely different state. He threatened to call the cops and sue me. Never happened. I don't talk to him anymore. Number 3. Among the other things, the straw that broke the camel's back was my finding out that he was doing drugs, lots of drugs, and hiding it from me. When I called it quits, he decided it would be a good time to really ramp up the drug abuse and go on a major meth binge and flat out terrorize me for days. Broke into my house in the middle of the night while I was sleeping and held me hostage while threatening my life. At one point, he went outside and I managed to lock him out and call the police. I peeked with him being chased around by cops in my backyard while being tasered and ultimately arrested. And you ain't got that footage on your camera phone? Come on now. The internet needed you and you failed them. Afterwards, one of the stipulations of his sentence was that he was no longer allowed to come within the city limits. Talk about a shameful situation when you've been run out of the entire town Wild West style. The Wild Wild West. A woman rolling through the Wild Wild West. While we're strolling through the Wild Wild West, we're going straight I feel like I've sung this recently, so we're not going to do that. Yeah, you got exiled from your own town because of that meth binge chasing your fucking ex around, threatening their life, and they got your ass running around the fucking house while they taser you like a piggy, like a oiled up piggy. Number 2, pretended to kill herself. She texted me pretending to be her mom and told me that she had done it. It was horrible. Some girls crazy, man. Some girls are so crazy that, like, the crazy in itself is honestly a bit amusing, but you should know better than to allow yourself to even deal with that. Somebody named try your hardest, Kyle. Dushes Jamuse just posted a cactus. How dank is that? It's just a cactus. And here go Roger, little bitch man Roger. Little bitch man Roger, I appreciate that. I wish I could give you guys nicknames, dude. That'd be so rude if I could just change your name in the context of the chat. Like, you took the trouble of making your own username, and I can just be like, no, fuck that. And I just name you little bitch man. Well, let's go to number 1 on this list. That's not really number 1 because there's some other lists that I'm gonna go through. She sent nude pictures of me to my family members, friends, and coworkers. God damn. I was 25 and in good shape back then, so I wasn't embarrassed at all. Everyone had a good attitude about it, and I ended up with a lot of compliments even from my boss. It didn't work out the way she thought it would. Oh. Can't you nail that hoe to a wall, though? If she's sending pictures to your boss and shit like this, come on now. Semi-famous, fit, androgynous. What a stupid name. This is getting out of hand in the stream chat. Semi-famous, fit, androgynous. Yeah. This is getting fucking stupid. So that's that list. We're going to this list. And this list is essentially the same thing, but it says, what's your psycho X story? Because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to drift down low into the list. But as a safety precaution, I usually don't go past 1,000 upvotes. So this could get interesting, considering this is pretty low. But let's see how shitty they are, and if they're particularly shitty, we'll just roll right up to the 1,000 upvotes. This one reads, left a dead rose in my mailbox after calling my house about 100 times. Called later and asked if I liked my present. And told me that's how she feels about me. Dead and withered. Oh, that's how he feels without me. Okay. Somehow I was not moved to take him back. Oh, the romance. Oh, little bitch man said that he loves me. I love you too, little bitch man. See, I gotta let the joke die now, unfortunately, man, because people are gonna come in and they're not gonna understand the context of the joke, and they're just gonna think I'm roasting just another person for no reason in the chat. So have your name back, Roger. Roger the Roger. Casey Quinn says, hey everyone, thank you for this list, Kyle. I hope you are having a good day. Same goes for the chat. Well, with you guys in the chat, how can I not be having a good day? Oh, Legendary Fat Man says, hey Kyle, the crazy stupid shit is my territory. There can only be one. And then he's the Highlander. Chloe R says, when I was in school, some kid said he was going to jump out of the window if I didn't go out with him. I didn't think he would do it, so I said no. He really did jump. He really did jump. That's what you get for being a sexy girl wherever you come from, Chloe. You know what I mean? He jumped. Wow, that's so cool. Did you say that when he jumped? You should have been like, wow, that's so cool. Wow. Did you get like a reputation, Chloe?
You know, this guy like asked her to go out with him, and he said that he would jump, but she was like, I don't care, you're not gonna do it, just do it. And then he did it. She could have killed that boy. What if he landed on his balls?
What if he landed on his balls? Hashtag what if balls. Balls. Nostalgia Donkey says, Kyle, mods have no mercy. What, that was you making another dumb account? Well, you should understand why you got fucked up like that if it was you. So, as we travel up, we reach number 19. Not even an ex, just a dude that I went on one date with. Ooh, we got a nice guy over here. We went to the movies and it was okay, but I wasn't interested in the second date. When he asked me for a second date, I politely told him I wasn't interested. He flipped shit. Started talking about how he had a dream about me before we met and he knew we were meant to be. Then threatened to kill himself if I didn't go on a second date with him. I blocked him everywhere and changed my number. I always love stories like this because it shows that some people are willing to have a fucking backbone and not be pressured or fucking, manipulated into some bullshit. You remember one time we were reading a story about some kid who was like spending his young years with some hoe that's like, I'll fucking kill myself, you stupid bitch, you don't fucking love me, you don't care about me. And then like he would spend all of his time on calls with her and shit for her to be telling him that she doesn't care. Like, what the fuck? I could be doing anything right now and I'm dealing with you and this hoe shit. Oh boy. There's my Vicks. Oh, keep that on the right side. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. Okay, here we are. I apologize. Kurt Cocaine says, I've missed your voice, Kyle. Interesting. I think I don't remember a name like Kurt Cocaine. Perhaps you were a lurker. Perhaps you were banned. But either way, we're pleased that you can now attend the Kyle stream. As we're rolling up, we arrive at number 18. Not really an ex per se, but this guy in my group of friends in college was really persistent, even though I had a boyfriend at the time. When I stopped hanging out with him, he sent me pictures of his wrist slashed and pictures of him crying. Oh man, little bitch man. Called my phone more than 50 times in an hour and told me he's gonna kill himself. I blocked him from every social site and my phone too. He never did what he threatened to do. Luckily, we weren't in the same section next semester, so I never really saw him after that. It's crazy because girls try this on guys all the time with much better results. And it's so strange because I know guys pretty well. Ladies, trust me. I know guys pretty well. And you girls would get so much farther just saying, you know what, I'm going to give you 3 blowjobs like before we leave each other's presence next time. Like I'm literally just not going to take a top and put it on next time we're together instead of going, I'm going to fucking kill myself. I'm gonna fucking do it, Shaggy. I'm really sorry that's my favorite joke. Well, hello, Faith. How are you doing? That's my spicy, adorable, gay baby jail warden. Yeah, man, she's gonna let it loose. I love that Faith goes, hello, Kyle, and everyone else too, I guess. What the fuck? She's such a little butt munch. Jessica E apparently thinks this is some sort of confession podcast, so she says, New Penny Ways is kinda hot. I don't even like clowns. I respect your opinion, and we're moving on. So as we roll up this list, we arrive at number 17. My ex isn't scary, psycho, just a rotten, delusional liar. He's the guy that if you caught him having sex with another woman, he would look over at you and say, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just sitting here playing a crossword puzzle. The worst. Where do we even begin with something like that? Sedation. Can I caress it with my cursor? No, it turns into like the little, when you hover over a word. Maybe I caressed a picture now. Gross. You can't even see that because I made it so that it's not capturing a cursor when it goes over there. Strange. Maybe I should undo that and make it so that it captures the cursor. All right. Okay, it's still not capturing the cursor. Strange. Oh, now it is. Yay. Alrighty, so as we roll up to number 16, I packed up our tent and took all of our stuff away to who knows where. No, that person did it. Packed up our tent and took all of our stuff away to who knows where, while I was elsewhere watching a band, which was prearranged. The first night of Glastonbury Festival, because he decided that I'd been possessed by demons. He thoughtfully left my sleeping bag out in the open for me, though. Hurrah for the Krishnas, who gave me safe shelter for the next few nights. I thought she would just find another dude. Holla if you hear me. I got a tent up. So, let's roll up to this one. Let me remind everybody that the list is just a bit of crazy, awful X stories. You know how it is. Why you gotta put a picture of a girl, Kyle? Because they the crazy ones, y'all. Damn. That's right. So as we arrive at number 15, dated a super manipulator. Lied the entire time we dated. I found out that she cheated on me with her boss. That was what started to peel away her false exterior. You mean that wasn't the hammer in the coffin, you fucking cuck. Soon after, I found out she was addicted to painkillers when I had to miss work to go pick her up from her job where she had a seizure. Nigga, let the boss deal with that. Nigga, he the one sticking a dick in there and you care? Weird. Found out eventually she took a mystery pill she found. Her excuse for using pills? She claimed to have miscarried. She didn't and was never even pregnant and couldn't cope. Found out that the boss wasn't an isolated incident. She was also fucking my neighbor, randoms from the internet, and had a 55-year-old sugar daddy and an ex-con who was giving her free pills. You the one still with her, nigga. Routinely would cause fights with me and attack me physically due to her small stature. Okay, I had no choice but to leave when it happened. Oh, that's what made you leave. Okay. So she would cut herself to get me not to. Nigga, you are making the choice to stay in the middle of this. Signed me up for joint credit cards without my permission, then maxed them out to the tune of $10,000. The final straw was when I finally got distance from her. She broke into my house to steal my dogs and smashed some family heirlooms, called the police, and she openly started punching me in the face in their presence. Got a no trespass order. That's probably it, because I mean, you know, she's a woman, so she gets treated. You should know to get away from these bitches, because the law's not gonna bend in favor of you, dude. It's gonna bend in favor of them. She married the ex-con, who is back in prison. This absolved me somehow of the debt, I think. Either way, it disappeared. Well, good for you, you human cuck. Here's hoping you find another bitch to just take a figurative and maybe even literal shit right on your chest so you can tell the world how great it smells and how, you know, you wish you could do something about it. But what can you do? What can you do? Number 14. She showed up at a friend's house at 3 a.m. looking for me. I was there. She had never been to said friend's house before. I'm still unsure how she found it. Play the Goosebumps theme. Let me get a Goosebumps button on my soundboard. Goosebumps. I just want that shit that's like bloom, 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 bloom. Oh, it's not there. Come on. Nothing that I want is there. It's because you're an old man, Kyle. You gotta. Well, I'll be
100%.
Well, damn, girl. I don't know what is 100%. I'm guessing it's like your titty perkiness listening to me, and I can appreciate. Oh no, Kyle, she's talking about the fucking the bar at the top. Thank you, Sadisha. I mean, you know, composure, serious. Ooh, I apologize. Thank you so much, all of you, for making that happen. Specifically, Sadasia and Fat Man, because I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this unknown skinny woman bullshit was just Fat Man having the time of his life. Last night, Michael Palermo, freaking Aurelia, and Fat Man and Lexeus went a little bit crazy, and I don't know how to handle that, but Again, you guys know how appreciative of you I am because I can't handle it. But you can't handle it. Hey, Lissa's here and says, hey, Akael, how you doing, Lissa? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Sent me a picture of a computer that you were messing with earlier. Hope everything's working great. You're installing your new operating system and things will go wonderful. So Deja says, lol, it could be the other thing too. Nice. Legendary Fat Man says, I ain't no skinny woman. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. Which is the opposite of what I want some people to do with me. Oh, I wish you could see like the way I crooked my head down. Like, okay. Look, number 13. Lucky number 13. My last girlfriend on 2 separate occasions got drunk and fell down on the street. One time busting her bottom lip open during heated drunk arguments and screaming, he hit me and help, he's beating me, while I tried to help her up. I've never been violent with a partner in my life. I stayed with this person for almost 2 years, nigga, you crazy. The most emotionally abusive relationship I've ever been in. You chose to be in it, nigga. After we broke up, she continued to tell people that I actually hit her until I shared screenshots of a conversation we had when we were together of her admitting it was all a lie, told in the heat of a drunken argument. But even then, my current partner tells me that women are still warning her of my history of abuse. I very rarely go out to bars or pubs anymore. Here's the thing, man. Even as a nigga who doesn't drink, even as a nigga who rarely fucks around and documents everything, all a bitch has to open her mouth and say is he hit me. And there will be an audience for her that will believe her without a shadow of a doubt in a guilty until proven innocent, even if you're proven innocent capacity. I'm not joking. That's the world that we live in. That's why I got to be careful. That's why, look, some people tell me that they're agoraphobic and they think that it's like a crazy thing. And it's like, oh, I know it's weird and it separates me from other people. Let me break it down for you right now. I am part of what I consider a generation of people where if I had the money to never have to leave my house, best believe I don't want to fucking leave the house. You feel me? Like, I'm not scared inside to the point where I don't want to go out or I don't have, I actively avoid it. But best, like, when I leave the house, it's a countdown to when I can come back home. I don't want to be out there. SpongeBob.
Touch it, Kyle. $20 is $20.
It's true. I guess I'm not gay or nothing, but $20 is $20. What's a touch? You know what I mean? What is a touch? The touch, the feel of penis, the organ of our lives. Where would we be without penis, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you once again, Fat Man, for, just hitting it with a bit of that goose caboose, that fribble fruce. Thank you, Fat Man. Wow. Wow, Fat Man. So, wow. That's pretty dank, Fat Man. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Next time I trip, let me just start yelling, he beat me. He beat me. He beating me up. Stop. What are you doing? Get your hands off me. Officer, please. Number 12. In my senior year of high school, I had an ex wait in front of my house for an hour. She thought I was home, so she kept ringing my doorbell. Guys, I'm going to start calling something my bell. And you know what I'm going to say? That you can ring it. You can ring my bell. You can ring my... She thought I was home, so she kept ringing my doorbell. So I came home from practice and saw her bawling her eyes out, begging me to take her back. So did you get a blowjob or not, man? Did you get that blowjob or not? Of course I said no. She was kind of cliche. She was kind of cliche, so she... What the big ol' fruits?
Touch the wound of Christ.
Touch the wound of Christ, Fat Man? Let's have a talk about that. What the fuck are you talking about? The wound of Christ. You could not be referring to your genitals as the wound of Christ. What a name that I have never heard affected to genitals before. In such a profound way that we're going to Google it right now. You got me shifting around in my seat because I can't believe what you just said. Wound of Christ. Urban Dictionary. What did you just say? Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. The shit that I'm pulling up when I type in Wound of Christ is not connecting to anything. You're scaring me, fat man. He says, I'm thinking of Bill Bailey. Yes, I know of Bill Bailey balls. I particularly like him when he's on, what's that show with Stephen Fry? I think it's called QI or something. Or maybe, yeah. Where Stephen Fry is like a pretentious fuckboy. I love that show though. He's just like, did you know that it wasn't actually this and it's actually that? Well, now you know. So you know in the future. Fuck off, Stephen Fry. That whole show is just a bucket of fuck off. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but one day you're gonna watch an episode of QI and you're gonna be like, it's gonna be a show where he asks an obvious question, which has an obvious answer, and then people buzz in with the answer, and he goes, but actually, you see. I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. So here we go, continuing this one, forgive me. And just to reiterate, in my senior year of high school, I had an ex that would wait out front of my house for an hour. She thought I was home, so she kept ringing the doorbell. So when I came home from practice and saw her bawling her eyes out, begging me to take her back, I, of course, said, bitch, get on your knees right now, suck my dick in front of the house. And then after, of course, I said no. She was kind of cliche, so she threatened to kill herself and tell all of my friends that she was pregnant with my child. Why not go the extra mile and say that he raped her, you know what I mean? And that he beat your ass as well. Punch yourself in the face and then go, look what he did to me. Look what he did to me. Oh, my God, look what he did to me. Put that man in jail. Open and shut case. No investigation necessary. I laughingly told her to fuck off. This is where I saw her.
You should sin. If you don't, Jesus died for nothing. Lemon splash.
You know, I've actually never heard that in my life. You should sin. If you don't, Jesus died for nothing. Jesus died for your sins, so you gotta sin, guys. You have got to sin. You have got to sin. You have got to sin. That's like saying Kyle came into existence for you girls to not have to wear tops. So when you wear tops, it's like I came into existence for nothing. Chloe says QI with Alan Davies. I really do like Alan Davies, but you know, you guys want to know who my favorite comedian actually is. It's David Mitchell. He's just adorable. I really can't get enough of David Mitchell's rants, and I like him. I watched the beginning of Peep Show, but you know, his sketch comedy type shit with that Mitchell and Webb look was more my style. Faith says, I'm suddenly compelled to take my shirt off. God, girl, aren't you in public? What the fuck?
Aren't you in public?
Chloe says, Sandy Toksvig. I wish I had Toke in my name. Look, guys, we're trying to finish this. Thank you, Aaron Deers. You're the chosen one. So I come home from practice and I saw her bawling her eyes out, begging me to take her back. And of course I do. She was kind of cliche and threatened to kill herself and tell all of my friends that she was pregnant with my child. I laughingly told her to fuck off. This is when I saw her side. Wait, this is when I saw a side of her that I had no idea existed. This 5'2" chick gets in a boxer stance and puts her fists up, ready to brawl. I was stunned. So she takes a swing at my face and misses the first time. I didn't have it in me to harm a pregnant, suicidal 17-year-old, so I started backing off. I tried to get inside my house when she jumps on my back, piggyback style, trying to choke me out and shake me down. I'm not afraid to admit I was getting my ass kicked. I finally break free and get inside my house. That was the last time I saw her. She ended up keeping true to her threats. Told all my friends she was pregnant. Jesus fucking Christ. What a fucking headache. Left me a scar to remember me. Of all our good times. To remember me of all our good times. Remind me. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See a face whenever I look at the scar I got from you. Wouldn't believe all of the pregnancy she told our friends about. This is why I just can't look at you. Now, Zane Crabtree says, don't worry, Kyle. I'll take my shirt off for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, Megan says they're going to bed. Megan says it's 3 a.m. in Japan, Kyle, just popping in to say hi and going to sleep. What I need to do list it early in the morning too. God, I can't catch all of my subs. You guys are just living all over the place. Living all over the world. It's pretty cool. So as we roll up to number 11 on this list, oh boy, this is just a list of things apparently. We were off and on for 5 years. Okay, you put up with the crazy. Excuse me. After him becoming super controlling for the last year, going through my phone, following me to work and school to see if I was actually there and so on, he broke up with me and I realized enough was enough and I wouldn't take him back. I started dating my best friend shortly after. That nigga was on deck. He was right there.
Oh, he's just my guy best friend. I would never do anything with him and link him like that. Hey, I just broke up.
Hey, why don't you come over?
Oh my God. I've been waiting for the longest.
Okay, look. I started dating my best friend shortly after. The following transpired from the day we broke up until now. It's been 5 years. Number 1, shows up at my... I'm just going to read what it says, man. I can't correct everybody. Shows up at the time boyfriend's house. Okay. Can you throw some commas in there or something for me? Fuck me. But nah, I mean, fuck your best friend. You know what you're doing. Anyway, peeks in through the windows of all the rooms, including my boyfriend's 3-year-old's room, looking for me. What? Used to drive by late at night, park his car a street over to watch me. Left bags full of condoms and sex toys, not mine, on the boyfriend's front step and a note saying, "Have fun with your whore." Well, he went to the trouble of buying that shit. And you know she don't need that, man. That's her best friend. She fucking him with no rubber, baby. She loves the feel of that swelling and explosion as the insides of her are coated with the juice, the warmth, the baby batter, ooh, that splatter on the inside, making her wild. You know what I'm talking about? This is so dumb. Anyway, number 3, posted my nudes on Facebook profile and a link to my phone number on 4chan. Bought the house across the street from me. What? Bought the house across this nigga got money. Holy shit. What are you buying a house across the street from your ex to fucking... How do you not report some shit like that to the police? Look, I was dating a nigga. I broke up with this nigga. He bought a house across the street. He bought a house across the street. What investigate this. What? Oh my God. Okay. Bought a house across the street from me and would tap on my window at 3 to 4 a.m. every morning. I was sitting outside my house with a friend and he showed up at the driver's side window waving a gun around, threatening to shoot us. Showed up at my house with a gun and said he was going to kill me and then himself. I finally had him Baker acted and then he talked himself out of it and then called me to come get him. Would send me videos of him cutting his wrist, still randomly calls me confessing his love for me and says if he doesn't wake up to me in 10 years, he's going to kill himself, harasses my friends when he sees them in public, asking them to talk to me and convince me he loves me. He's married with 2 kids. I'll never be free. Does his wife know this? How dumb are bitches, man? This bitch deserves every... Guys, attack me if you want to. Attack me if you want to with what I'm about to say. But this bitch deserves every bit of this shit happening to her. Because how fucking bad does it need to get for you to start documenting some shit? Documenta some shit, okay? The first time a nigga comes by your house while you hanging out in the front of the house, waving a gun out of his car fucking window, okay? talking about he gonna kill your ass. What do? Just sit there and go,
Man, this life is so scary. I hate living like this.
maybe, yeah, what year is this? Was this fucking 20 years ago where we didn't have camera phones where we could set some shit up and be like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing out there? I get it. Somebody's waving a gun in your face. You're scared because you're a punk bitch or some shit, right? Nigga, I'm the worst person. You see what I'm saying? I'm the worst person. Somebody roll up somewhere they're not supposed to be and they like, man, I'm killing you. I'd be like, man, you got to shoot my ass. We got to fight right now. You know what I'm talking about? Because when the police show up, they're not just going to think that like I compelled somebody into the house. They are going to know that I'm this dude who's never left the house. And someday some altercation happened. They gonna know you came here. I didn't go out and scoop nobody up. You know what I'm talking about? God, document some shit and don't be stupid about your fucking life. Sending videos of you cutting wrists. He sent that evidence right to you, motherfucker. So as long as they can prove that that's actually him and he cutting his wrist, go get the nigga and look at his wrist. Okay, it's actually him. Moved into the house across the street. What? I'm over it. I'm over it. Here we go. Number 10. A guy that used to hit me for no reason. Aw, he likes you. I'm kidding. We get too old for that too fast. Never on the face, though. Always on the body or on the legs. Why are you hitting a girl? Why don't you open palm slap the tush? Maybe give it a firm grasp or even like a titty cup. But either way, it's got to be consensual, guys. Don't be titty cupping nobody that don't want it. She got to want the titty cup before you can just give it. And unfortunately, nobody wants the Kyle titty cup. Why are you making the noise with your face when you have the with your face? Most days he was fine. Some days he just lost his temper for the most trivial reasons. One that comes to mind was me sitting upstairs playing PS2. Ooh, she's a gamer girl.
I'm not like your average girl.
I'm playing PS2 in the bedroom. We had a few broken floorboards up there, and they were beside where I was sitting on the chair, so it made a noise anytime I moved ever so slightly. We both knew about this, and we knew it needed to be fixed. Anyway, he came upstairs and started yelling at me for banging on the floor, and then flipped the chair over, and I ended up on my back, still in the chair with a cut hand. I was going through a kind of shitty time in my life, so I let that shit go on way longer than I should have and just convinced myself it was my fault somehow. Looking back, it really wasn't my fault. The day I moved out of that place was really liberating. This poor girl. Master Momo says I got a 20 out of 20 on his English test. Congratulations, man. Hopefully you studied for it and all that studying paid off, you know, because we're definitely learning things in America, as opposed to just cramming and jamming as much dumbass information into our brains for a short amount of time so that we can pass whatever fucking test by jumping through whatever dumbass hoops that they've erected for us to jump through. So we can just destroy and release that information back into the ether because it's impractical and we can't use it again. Bing bong. But English is pretty dank. That'll help you in some scenarios, right? It helped me look at how I am be speak and talk to you all time now. You know what I mean? When I hear Kyle voice, I am come. Ooh, Kurt Cocaine says, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Number 9. Not my ex, but I had a huge crush on one of my friends. She had recently broken up with her boyfriend, mutual since they were both graduating and going their separate ways. So I thought I might have a chance with her. We started talking more and eventually she told me a secret. She left some stuff at her ex's house and asked to go get it. She told him it would be too hard seeing him again and asked him to leave the place unlocked. Nah, nigga, nah, you know what I mean? Then she brought her mom and 2 sisters along and stole everything of value and trashed the guy's house, smashed all the windows, cut up the sofa, kicked holes in the walls. She told him it was like that when she got there and that it must have been burglars since he left it unlocked. She wasn't even mad about the breakup or anything, just thought it would be fun. Her and I are no longer friends, and I really regret not tracking him down to tell him what she did. Bitch is crazy. Oh my God. Damn. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Bazinga!
As we roll up to number 7, man, woohoo! None of these stories are about me. I was worried for a second. Because she's fucking crazy. Her name's Mrs. Mayhem. Oh no. Anyway, number 6. I kicked her out of my apartment after I broke up with her. My roommate was watching television while she moved her stuff out. I'm an idiot. At one point, I wonder if that made Hannah laugh. Hannah, tell me if it was dumb enough. See, Hannah's my gauge on how stupid is funny stupid. Tell me, Hannah. Hannah, tell me now. Tell me, damn it. Number 6. I kicked her out of my apartment after I broke up with her. My roommate was watching television while she moved her stuff out. At one point, he heard a struggle and some cracking coming from the bedroom. That's the bathroom, Kyle. He walked into the biffy to investigate and found her holding the broken toilet seat in her hand. She looked him in the eye and tearfully said, "I don't need this, but I bought it, and he doesn't deserve it." Wow. Wow. Roger says he has to get ready for work. Have a great day, man. I hope it goes quickly. Oh my God. Someone says, I like this one. She didn't hurt anyone or break anything. That wasn't hers. That's kind of sad. Girl crying. You know what's kind of hot though? Girl crying, no top. Oh my God, Kyle, you can't just say stuff like that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to compromise being a man in here. Jeez. You know what you guys need is a lady narrator. And she'd be all like,
Number 5. I once dated someone for about 3 months before finding out that she had a second personality who she believed hunted demons. It's quite jarring to find out you're literally dating 2 personalities. And that's how girls read, with inflections that are kind of weird. And sometimes they just go higher. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
oh, what a fucking idiot. This shit ain't funny, Kyle. How about that? It's not funny. You know, I was watching yesterday. I watched the episode of The Simpsons, and it was a Halloween horror episode. Man, y'all niggas want to get angry? I'm serious. Ladies and gentlemen, my beloved subscribers, anybody listening to this after it has already gone out, if you want to get angry, the date is October 24th, 2017. Look for a Halloween episode of The Simpsons that recently came out. It was so unfunny that it makes me furious, dude. That it makes me furious. That episode pisses me the hell off because it wasn't funny. It was not funny, and it's crazy because we got Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? I think there can be no greater insult than to say this. Family Guy is the laziest fucking cartoon show on the fucking planet. But you can probably watch an episode of Family Guy and chuckle at least 4 or 5 times. Because they're going to reference something that's like rude. They're going to reference something that's at least topical. You know what I mean? Oh my God, dude. When Simpsons can't even make one laugh happen, it makes you wonder who the fuck's writing the show. Who's writing that show? I was so mad. And I know I have none of you in here that give a damn because nobody watches The Simpsons. Acidic said the episode was totally terrible, yeah. And I'm the thing that shocks me the most is like sometimes after a Rick and Morty episode, I'll go to the Rick and Morty subreddit. You know what I mean? And see what people have to say about that episode. I'll type Reddit. And then we'll go, and then there'll be like a discussion of the last episode that aired. And that's interesting sometimes, right? So The Simpsons does that too, okay? And the people in there were actually like praising the show, saying how it wasn't that bad and shit. Rick and Morty Simpsons. I don't even know what I'm typing in anymore. Forget it. But it was just bad. It was just bad. It was just bad. God damn. It's just sad to see where it's come, man. And the reason I like to say that there's no excuse is because some of the South Park episodes that have come out recently have been so good that it blows my mind, right? And they're past season 20 in their shit as well, right? They've been doing this a long damn time. And instead, we got this other show that's just stale as fuck. It's lost its edge. It seems like they're being like lame, almost like they're trying to be lame. It's just whack. It's just whack. It's just funny to think that Bart used to be this cartoon representation of a bad boy, and now he is a fucking faggot. In the context of that show, it doesn't get any more fucking tame than Bart Simpson. What a shame. What a shame. Number 4. They were into serial killers a lot. Aren't we all, though? Flirting was them telling me how much they would love to remove my smooth skin. Swiftly noped the fuck out of there. She studied to be a forensic scientist. Oh, I hope she finds the right guy for her. Yeah, but I care about my genitals too much to get close to some girl who says some shit like that. Remove my smooth skin. Okay? I need my smooth skin. I need it. Okay? Number 3. I broke up with a girl. I used the term broke up loosely because I thought we were friends with benefits. Oh, yeah. I'm kidding. And she took it a little more serious. Anyway, she said that she was pregnant. I know, only a little crazy. But she maintained this for about 9 months. She would send me pictures of ultrasounds, and after the baby was born, she'd send me pictures of her breastfeeding and in little outfits. She maintained all of this until the baby was about a week old, and I asked for paperwork to have the kid added to my benefits and a DNA test. Once I tried to do what I thought was the right thing, despite my freaking the fuck out, it came out that it was her friend's baby. The fucking bitch was nuts. She faked a pregnancy and then was taking pictures with a friend's baby to try and get money out of this bitch. That's an old school dirty bitch con, babies. And hey, man, you guys must hear a lot of these stories and go, wow, a woman, people could never do something like that. Just, you know what I learned? Because sometimes I talk to Emily and I don't think Emmy realizes that just because she wouldn't do certain things doesn't mean that there are other women out there that are not only capable, but are willing to do this shit as many times as possible before they fucking die. Just because you are not capable of evil doesn't mean that evil ain't out there, and doesn't mean that people ain't practicing that shit amongst you right now. They are all around you on that next level evil, baby. And they out here conning niggas into giving them that money by saying that they got a baby because y'all fucked them one time. Hey, come on, hit this pussy. I'm pregnant and it's yours. And it's your baby. And I'm keeping that baby. You ain't got no choice in this. You better give me that money. You better give me that money. Can I get a DNA test? Fuck you. I'm taking you to court. I don't need no DNA test. Shit. That's my baby. You fuck me. My baby. We going on Maury. He is not the father. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Kyle, tone it down. Number 2. Broke into my house, left an engagement ring on my bed and a note saying that he'd masturbated in my sheets because they smelled like me. You used to skeet on my bed sheets 'cause you said they smelled like me. I know when you stroke that pee. The aroma in there smells like me. Ever since. You're an idiot, dude. Come on, move this shit along. I think there's a third list that I pulled up. All right, what's this one say? What's your best crazy ex story? But there's only 4 here before they all start bottoming out. Was that the last one? What's this one? What made your ex though? Oh, this is a good one. Damn. Well, I guess I'm only an hour in. So we might as well begin with the real list here. Yeah, I found a real list for you guys. Not bad. So here we are starting at number 29. God, I care. Why don't I read that one line number 31 so I can say that I read 30 on top of whatever I've been doing so far. This guy's crazy about you subs. Wow. Number 30. She's stalking me on Reddit. I hope she sees this. It'd be funny if she commented. She goes,
No, I'm not.
oh my god. With a name like Delicious Sandwiches, it might seem to imply that she could make those. And if a girl can make delicious sandwiches and is willing to do that topless and has, some D cups or something, I mean, damn, what more can we ask for? That's her second most upvoted post of all time. No, I'm not. We don't see no pictures of this bitch. What's the point? I guess we can't creep in, what the hell is Hoop God? Oh, this is, I think it's somebody scanning their face to put into a video game. But he probably embarrassed himself by saying stupid shit like, it's me, the Hoop God, baby. Stripe says an update on the cute gays. I ain't clicking that link. Shit. I ain't clicking that link. Number 29 on the list of 25 plus awful crazy ex stories. So, number 29. When I broke up with my ex a couple of years ago, I started having these weird dreams where I could hear consistent sobbing and sniffling. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so it didn't really cause any issues for me, and I would wake up without problems in the morning. This unique experience went on for a couple of weeks. Sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night and my room would smell like my ex's perfume. Not only that, but my sheets looked like they were wet from tears. I asked my family if anything unusual was happening around the house at night, and nobody knew what I was talking about. Sometimes I would get into my car to leave for work in the morning, and it would completely stink like her. I figured I was just creating a false sensation in my mind due to a rough breakup, like my brain was remembering an imaginary scent. This continued for weeks until I decided to spend the night at my buddy's house down the street after some drinking. I got a call from my mother whispering something about somebody going through the front door downstairs. I ran down the street with my buddy, busted in the front door, and ran upstairs. My ex was in my room going through my dresser when she saw me and started telling me to get out of my own room. I called the cops and she never came back. I later found out that she had made copies of all the keys in my house and car. She would spray her perfume around my things to keep the feelings for her still alive. I haven't seen her since, but I've been told that she's continued doing this to other men. Too long didn't read. Bitches be crazy. Edit, I forgot to include an eerie detail. Over a year later, when I moved out of my mom's, I found 2 love notes behind my bedboard, still stained with teenage tears. She had placed them under my pillow and probably wondered why I never confronted her about it. I guess I would knock them away as I flailed around in bed restlessly. Gave me chills as I finally saw how obsessed she was due to the language she used in the notes. I'm a lucky man to still be here. Ooh, getting spooky in here. Charlotte says, I love you, Kyle. I love you too, Charlotte. I bet you're a fine spider. Yeah, and you can make a nice web. Send me a picture of your web on Snapchat. But put a cool word in there like cookie butt or something. Yeah. Charlotte's Web references and shit. Did you just say reference? Fuck. It's already recorded. They're gonna hear that. You have no choice, Kyle. Yeah. You gotta own up to it now. It's all about the references, baby. Number 28. She refused to let me have any friends that were girls while she lived in the house with 2 male roommates. Was constantly debasing me, telling me I ruined her, and if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have gotten a DUI. The day I broke up with her, she put her head through an apartment window and then used a sharp fragment of the glass to cut patterns in her leg. Took a picture and sent it to me. She would constantly tell me she was in the hospital or something along the lines, and if I was talking or if I was taking too long to text back, had at least 4 times where she convinced me that she was pregnant. Damn, baby. Damn. Jessica E. talk about wascally wabbit weapons. I need to hear what he sounds like before I can do any fucking Elmer Fudd references. Come on, don't hit me on the Elmer Fudd references. I need a little bit of warm up, okay? Wabbits. Number 27. Not my ex, but a friend of mine. They dated for a while. She was always getting outrageously upset over little stuff. Finally, my buddy goes over to her house to talk with her and tell her that they are breaking up. He did it at her house while her parents were home on purpose in an attempt to minimize the freak out. Minimize the freak out. Minimize the freak out. I hate this song. You can't minimize a freak out. You need to maximize the freak out. Yeah. At a Starbucks, my nigga. Give me some of that internet karma. As she stand up and go, what the fuck? And just dump her pumpkin spice latte all over the fucking table. And then I make a comment like, damn, that's somebody gonna have to clean that up. Jeez. Lissa says the motherboard is getting power, but the tower won't boot. That really sucks. What's happening? Make sure you connected everything properly, girl. I love my tower. I don't think I've shown you guys enough pictures of my tower. I don't think anybody cares, Kyle.
Have you ever thought about that, Kyle? That people don't care?
Psh, why can't they care about me and my tower? Finish what you're in the middle of. I went to her parents' house to minimize the freak out. Anyway, she doesn't take the news very well, screams and cries and causes this huge scene. So much, in fact, that she screams my buddy right out of the house, and he is just trying to get into his car and go home now. Her parents are restraining her while he attempts a getaway, but she gets free, picks up a rock, and throws it at his car, breaking the window. The best part of the story is that from then on, everyone called her Geodude. Cause she rock throw. Your whole deck of friends making Pokemon references over an event that occurred post breakup. That is fucked up. Y'all are cold. Y'all are ice cold. I call y'all niggas Articuno in this bitch. Baby. I'ma call y'all. What's a cold Pokemon? Hold up. What is a cold Pokemon? Wait, what? Emily sent me a shirt on Ripped. It's a Star Wars inspired Futurama t-shirt. Oh, Emily. Emily thinks she's got it all figured out. She thinks she's got me pegged. I'm trying to show you guys the inside of my tower. Give me a second. I can't find the Give me a second. All right. That's. Wait, that was when I was installing the motherboard. If we get in there, you can see my Vicks Vapor Rub. This is very important to me. I need this every day. So I was looking for it just now. You see how important that is. Okay. Bing bong. Let me get the other picture. Thing is, I installed a Noctua CPU cooler, which for the most part isn't like the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is it is effective at what it does, at cooling the fucking CPU down. So that's why it was chosen. In the case though, I'm trying to get a picture of it in the case, and I'm like, I don't know if I had any pictures of this shit in the case. I put that GTX in there, right? Forgive me, I'm like having to go through each piece of mail to see which is the one. Fuck me. I apologize that this is like rocket science. Do I not have a nice picture of it when it's in the case? This one's okay, like, okay. See, yeah, there you get, like, it's a glass panel case, and I need to take pictures of the case with the light on, and you'll know what the fuck's going on. But other than that, the only pictures that are on the computer right now of it are when it's like complete. So here's a picture of that. Bing bong, there it is. How well is that capturing? Is it capturing like the right side? Oh boy. See, with the lights off, you can't even see that there's like a glass panel, essentially. I need to get this done better. And not like a cuck. Not like a cuck. Not like a cuck. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Wonder if I could get away. Give me a second. Yeah, I showed this video the other night of just it in motion for the most part. Yeah, it's so gay. I love it. Yeah, I'll put an HD video out later. I don't care. Remember when we were reading a list? Remember, guys? Oh boy, what did everybody say? Stripe says, Kyle, your voice gives me hives. What the hell? Isn't that like a bad thing? Michael Davis said, damn. Chloe says, Kyle, your voice makes me happy. That's so sweet of you. Wow, everybody in this chat is saying, I care, Kyle. I almost forgot what I said, but I must have implied that people don't care. I apologize. Momo says, my brother's PC has been fixed since July. Something about his graphics card needing to be fixed. Master Momo says, Kyle's voice and be warm on a cold day. Oh. You guys are adorable. Kurt Cocaine says Kyle's voice turns me oh. I like it. Okay. I have no idea. Oh, thank you, Michael Davis, for bringing me back to the future. Okay, that's enough. We're gonna go ahead and travel back up this list. I apologize for that bit of Kyle flavor, as far as like we just lost ourselves for a bit. Of this list of 25 awful crazy ex stories, we're arriving at number 26. Broke up with her when I ran for an election in college. She actively campaigned against me with crazy lies. She became my opposition's hardest volunteer. After it was over, I lost. And she wanted me back more than ever. What kind of cartoon shit is this? What the fuck? Wow. Okay. Look, number 25. Cheated on with me. Cheated on me with multiple guys and got pregnant. She tried to trap me with the kid because she thought I had the most money and took it as far as naming the child completely after me. I am white, she is white, the kid is Hispanic. We were 16, I lost my virginity to this girl. Ugh. That fucking slut. That stupid beach slut trying to baby trap a man. You better go take that shit out to Mexico and watch me be a matador with my red thing that I go, hey bull, come over here, and then I whip the thing up, and the girl's actually behind the thing, and she's like, no wait, please, and then the bull hits her. Yeah, Kyle, that's rude. Come on, girl don't deserve to be hit by a bull, but she was baby trapping. Well, okay, she deserves it. Okay then. Okay, I'm glad you clarified. Number 24. He pretended he was dying twice. The second time I messaged his friend on Facebook, got his number, and gave him a call. My ex was at his best friend's house watching a movie. Meanwhile, he was texting me from the hospital bed, saying how I caused him to be on his deathbed when I broke up with him. I never let him know that I knew he was lying. Then things escalated to him threatening to key my car. His friends publicly wrote on Facebook about how I needed to be stabbed. Then it was about slashing my tires. Pretty harsh threats when you consider that I dumped him after finding out he cheated 6 times. You the one cheated and now you going crazy? Reasons for cheating? I'm writing a dating book. I need perspective. Okay. Let me add that during the entire year we were dating, I only know that his first and last name are real. He created a totally different life only around me. Anything you can think of was a lie: family, friends, interests, school, jobs, etc. I never knew this person at all. Some people living in denial, boy. Some people are living in denial. This is a long list. Why did I save this for later? I should save this for tonight. Because I've been at this for like an hour already. I'm like dying on the inside. All right. Number 22. My brother was engaged to a girl who wouldn't let him play any video games with hot cartoon female. God, that's insecure, bitch. Come on, bitch. Cartoon female characters, and would go through his manga comics scribbling out girls. Also used to rip his hair out all the time. You insecure bitch. Number 21. Threatened suicide on the day of my grandmother's funeral because I asked him if he wanted to go. No, this is about me, not your dead grandma. This is about me. It's like that episode of there was a recent episode of fucking South Park that was amazing, where Cartman's talking about, I'm gonna kill myself, you know what I mean? And he's just wanting so much attention, and anytime I think the conflicting attention was going to people that were dying as a result of distracted drivers, and Cartman was just flipping out because, like, no, you know, they're already dead. I'm alive. I'm gonna kill myself. Blah blah blah. Oh, Legendary Fat Man says boneless chicken trap. Oh damn, slap it on some boneless chicken. Need to re-record that. Need to slap it on some boneless chicken. Faith says, I'm an ass baby. What the fuck? Where did that come from and what does it mean? I'm an ass baby. What? What does that mean? Stripe says no ass babies. No ass babies. I am not going to fall into the vortex. I'm not going to fall into the vortex that is the stream chat. You guys almost got me. Almost enticed me with your siren song. More like a stupid song. That makes you go, what? Okay, number 20. Yeah, saved that one. I've posted this before, but the thread is young, and it fits the question. It's young and succulent. The TLDR is that he abducted me from my parents' home and put me in the trunk of his car on a 90-degree day. I got out of the trunk shortly after into the back seat, but we ended up driving around for 8 hours, ended in a high-speed police pursuit, and he crashed into a tree. He got 4 years. Holy shit. I am shocked to see that something went better for the man in this case. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to fucking deny, that's scary. This nigga abducted a bitch and put her in the trunk, dude. Who God knows what he intended to do with this bitch. God knows you don't abduct somebody. It's one thing to abduct somebody. It is one thing to abduct somebody. There can be a lot of he said, she said going into that. Do you know what I mean? As rude as it is to say the cops roll in after you abduct somebody, and then you could just be like, no, she said that she wanted to come with me. But when you put somebody in the trunk, you might as well be wearing a shirt that says, I'm doing something with somebody that they did not consent to. You might as well be wearing a shirt that says, I am doing something with somebody that they did not consent to. You put a nigga in a trunk. You basically ready to kill him. I feel like if something go into court and somebody got put in a trunk, you might as well just slap murder on their ass. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's what they were planning to do. It's not like they were going to have a change of heart, or maybe they were so crazy in the head. Unless they were crazy to the point where they needed medication and they didn't have that medication, you put somebody in a fucking trunk, you know damn well what the fuck you're going to do. You get into a high-speed chase with the police and you have a hostage in the car and they catch your ass and they're just like, 4 years. Where the hell are y'all living? Bing Bong land? Where is this? Is this somewhere where it's like 4 years is the maximum prison sentence? Are you people crazy? That is scary as hell. 4 years? I don't know where to begin with that. The person actually says I actually got quite the rush during the pursuit. 7 out of 10 would try again. Y'all niggas are made for each other. Number 19. He yelled at me for hours because he thought I was flirting with the bartender. I'm with the bartender, right? I don't know. Screamed and cried at me to get me to admit to imaginary offenses. Beat himself up. Accused me of fucking my friend's husband. Tried to strangle me. And all about 1,000 other things. Oh boy. Okay. Big Worm Kevin did not just say he put somebody in the trunk one time. I'm glad most of y'all weren't around for Queese. Good. So let Master Momo just be another crazy motherfucker talking about some shit that don't nobody remember. Ha ha ha, nigga. With your bitch ass. We should rename Master Momo to Little Bitch Boy. Little Bitch Boy. Number 18. I was 17 when I moved in with a 24-year-old guy I had been dating for a couple of months. Ugh. After about 1 to 2 months of living together, I had mostly lost my chance to keep in touch with my family and friends. I couldn't meet anyone without his presence. I once answered my cell phone when my mom called to say hi and blabber about something pointless, and in the beginning of the phone call, I made the mistake of going out for a smoke. When I had finished the phone call and went back in, I got a good beating for having shit to hide. Oh. I didn't have permission even to go for a walk or to go to the grocery store alone. I lived with him for nearly a year, and I don't know why I stayed for so long. Maybe I was too scared to leave, too embarrassed to admit to family and friends that I had made a bad decision when I started going out with him in the first place. One time, he called me to tell me that he had been caught on the highway speeding, on speed, and having a race with the police. He said he would be getting home from jail the next morning. I instantly called my mother, who then would spend the next night with me gathering my shit in her car and taking me back home. I got some super angry and something begging phone calls from him for the next few weeks, but I never saw him again. I have had several boyfriends after him, but in those relationships, I believe I was the crazy one. Lord, bing bong, I was the crazy one. I'm sorry. Look, man, whatever. Number 17, she broke up with me for a week to have sex with a guy that was visiting because she loved me too much to cheat on me. She thought if she dumped me, it would be okay as long as we got back together. No, I didn't get back with her. She wanted to stay friends and still tries to hit me up every 8 to 9 months. She's engaged now, so I think I'm free. Thank God. Stupid bitch. Number 15. He lied about having skin cancer in an attempt to win me back. I only found out it was a lie because shortly after being diagnosed, he went tanning. Wow. What a gay man. He's looking for other men. What are you talking about going tanning? Oh, faggot. Okay, number 14. He suffered PTSD due to surviving an F5 tornado and then became a Satanist. Hail Satan. Was arrested for shoplifting. Hail Satan. Was addicted to cough medicine. Hail the Demigorgon. And drove his car into a telephone pole while on PCP and had to be rescued by the jaws of life. His car was on fire. He was also an adult baby, a baby man who enjoyed, oh shit. He was also an adult baby who enjoyed wearing diapers and children's baby clothes, pacifiers, etc. Gonna save this one. And he liked to go to clubs in drag. Oh my God. Gnarly, brah. Cheated on me at least once with a random guy from the internet. Ended up in rehab and now plays in a Christian band. Oh, and his father is a preacher. Preacher's kids, dude. I need to find a preacher's daughter. That's who gonna be a freak. Nah, but she gonna be too big a freak. You know what I want? I want a girl that's not a freak. That's actually like a shut-in indoor girl that probably thinks to herself, man, I would do crazy stuff if I had the right guy, but I'm not going out because I hate people. And then I'm just like, I hate people too, girl. And she's all like, oh my God, ravage me, Kyle. Ravage me, Kyle. Hail Satan. So number 13, broke into my car and put a dead animal under the driver's seat. It was a really weird move for a vegan. Man, beliefs don't matter when you're emotional, baby. Number 12, 57 missed calls in 3 hours. Damn. Somebody said, you know what might be worse? Mine sent me 126 emails in 4 hours while I was at work to my work account. Damn. Don't you want me, baby? Number 11, we got into an argument when I wanted to break up, so he punched a gate, wiped his blood on me, and said, it's on your hands now. What the fuck does that mean? Number 9, man. She faked cancer. Okay, this is becoming a reoccurring theme. I figured it out and dumped her. Then one day after we broke up, she was living in another country. She Skype calls me claiming to be her cousin to announce that she had died. But she didn't realize she had her camera on and I could see that it wasn't her cousin. When I told her I could see her, she cursed in Portuguese, her native language, and ended the call. That's the last I ever communicated with her because she blocked me immediately afterwards. What a dumb bitch. Bitches be dumb. Dumb bitches. Wow. Okay. Omega says, came home to a Kyle stream. Gnarly. Okay. Gay Satan baby from Stripes. Ravage me, Kyle, says Faith. Nice. Aaron Deere says, Kyle, are all women claustrophobic? Of course not, fool. They seem to be when you're looked in the trunk of my car. And, you know, I don't like to jump on the bandwagon and time out this jackass, but, you know, looked in the trunk of your car, dude. Looked in the trunk of your car. You know, one thing that you don't want to do when telling a joke is make people angry. Not because they're offended, not because, you know, they didn't like it, but because it's just unfunny, nigga. I hate you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just gonna hit you with a couple of the Aaron Deere sauce. No big deal. I'm sorry, Aaron Deers. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. You know what I mean? Wow. Interesting. So, number 8. When she stopped all communication with me out of the blue one day, and after about 2 months, she called me and said, for $20, you can do anything you want with me. That's when she became crazy. She was crazy before that, dude. She was crazy before that. Oh my God. I like to think that she fell into drugs, nigga. She calling you back, going for $20, you can do whatever you want. You know what I would have said? I would have said, frankly, my dear, that's $20 too many. Oh, shit. Try $1, you slut. You fucking slut. That's what she became, a prostitute. Prostitute. Oh boy. Number 7. Oh man, this is long. Whoa. While we were dating, he told me he was just using me for sex. And when I got upset, he said he only said that to me to make sure I loved him. Accused me of only having sex with him to get off, since only sluts have sex to enjoy it. What? Took naked pictures of me when I was asleep and then sent them to my new boyfriend? Took naked pictures of me when I was asleep and then sent them to my new boyfriend when I got one after the breakup. I don't know. He tried to break into my house to return my things, stalked me in plain sight, parking outside my apartment or work and just watching, accused me of years of giving him a STD, always finds my new addresses and phone numbers, leaves me crying voicemails, and shows up in the middle of the night. Always figures out my email addresses and goes from telling me how much he misses me to what a life-ruining slut I am. Keeps creating new profiles on Facebook and Twitter to send me messages. We have been broken up for 15 years and only dated for 9 months. Well, there's that. Let's go to 6. Threatened suicide because my character on The Sims 3 was dating some computer-generated neighbor. Somebody said this one made me laugh. All the other ones made me scared. Why is your sim kissing that? Why? I fucking kill myself, man. Fucking kill myself, man. Fucking kill myself, man. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is it what you want? You're gonna hurt yourself one of these days, man. As we arrive at number 5. Today I learned that my crazy ex is not actually that crazy. Okay, here we go. It's Emi Takahashi, my favorite flat-chested girl. She says, hi, Kyle. Hi to you too. I hope you're having a great day and that if it's only just begun, that it gets great. You deserve that, and so does everybody here. You guys deserve great days. Wow. I'm glad that you're also well-adjusted, because you guys don't seem to need much. And that's what I'm all about. Kat Caddington says, yo, what up, Kyle? A lot of people were upset by you yesterday, man, because I put the blame squarely on you for me looking up a video of a cat having a seizure and then putting on some dubstep. Some royalty-free dubstep, man. Oh, shit. Have I even, like... I don't think I've, like, made it so that the videos that I have are, Yeah, I mean, like, I'm supposed to make it so everything gets reviewed, because every video that I fucking upload is immediately demonetized. So I'm supposed to request a review, but it won't matter until it reaches 1,000 views anyway. And then when it reaches 1,000 views, that's normally when, you know, I don't care. You guys are funding me anyway. I just always like doing it for shits and giggles, so that I can be that guy who has a channel with over 1,000 videos that I've requested review for because an algorithm bot has insta-struck every video that I'm ever going to release. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. YouTube, baby. Number 4. When she parked her car in the middle of the street and tried to abduct my kids from their school, getting into an actual fight with school security, forcing my kids into her car, and driving to her apartment where she parked sideways on the grass on the adjacent complex's front yard, refusing to open the door when the cops showed up, only to fight 3 cops when they finally got in the house, resulting in her arrest on 5 felony counts and a breathalyzer reading of 4.41. She probably only got like 6 days because she's a woman. She's a dumb bitch, and bitches always get that law bending over for them. She's every woman. The crazy part was when she could not fathom why the courts decided I was the best choice for a permanent custody, claims to have no recollection of the incident, nor the time she showed up to court to face the charges and was arrested for falsifying documents and disorderly conduct for being drunk at the hearing. Has no idea why my daughters want nothing to do with her. 5 felony counts. So, did she get time? I guess I just... No. Number 3. Stripe says, isn't it in their best interest to repeal this, Kyle? YouTube doesn't give a fuck. YouTube's been shooting itself in the foot for the past couple of years. This hasn't been like an abrupt thing that's just suddenly happened. YouTube has been effectively killing itself for years. And soon the content creators are going to jump ship. All YouTube is waiting for, ironically, is for someone else to make a better fucking platform so that everyone who is here will immediately flock to that shit. And it's really interesting that Vine shut down because Vine fucking appealed to some people. You know what I mean? There are a lot of motherfuckers that watch. You ever go look, like, we could go look at YouTube's trending shit right now. Let's go do that as a family. I consider all of you, unfortunately, some people with your feet on the ground. You know, I hate to go Rick and Morty for a couple of seconds, but I don't consider you guys like the masses. You know what I mean? There are certain movies that have to, certain shows and mediums that have to cater to the lowest common denominator to make it so that everybody can enjoy whatever the fuck is going on. But let's look at trending right now. Baseball trick shots. I mean, I'm sure it's a fine video, but I can't say I'm interested, nigga. Late night with Seth Meyers. Fuck off. I've never heard of this bitch before because I don't listen to the radio. Thank God. The Phantom Thread. A movie I've never heard of, you know, whatever. Sabrina Carpenter, an artist on the rise, good for her. Some quesadillas, you suck at cooking, okay. Oh, whoa, is this made by the same guy that made You Suck at Photoshop? From like 10 years ago?
Yeah, you totally suck.
When making a date meal, step 1 is to get over your insecurity, because cooking for someone can be intimidating.
Is it? Somebody will probably know in the, Nah, man. My point is this. None of this shit applies to me. And again, YouTube isn't for applying to me. That's the bottom line. But the same type of people that this garbage would apply to, you know what I mean? Look at this shit. Some of these videos you would think they're made for like children. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, I mean like little ass kids that just have mommy and daddy's iPad and they just tapping around at something like, oh, that's Spider-Man and Elsa. You know what I mean? You just tapping shit because it's like, what the fuck? You looking at whatever's at the top of the charts on whatever dumb fucking, radio chart right now. And then the late night TV shows that are, the replacements for Leno and all the other shit that people used to watch back in the day. So food is great. You know what I'm talking about? But honestly, I get more entertainment. Let me show you some niggas that I'm subscribed to, because I get more entertainment looking at, there's this dude and he runs a channel called The Wolf Pit, where he literally finds some of the worst, most disgusting shit from like a dollar store or like a 7-Eleven. And it's just like, yo, nigga, you know what we gonna eat today? Some nasty ass shit that I saw while I was walking out of the fucking paying for my gas. And he's just like, yup, it was terrible. What do you expect? Or better yet, who's the other guy that I'm crazy about? He's like, the guy, he does the food review. And he wears a suit in every video. Oh my God, I can't deal with that guy. At any rate, my point is, the shit that's at the top 10 and the top 15 on trending videos, that should apply to the same people that Vine videos would apply to. And it's a shame that it had to go, by the wayside. But, oh boy, my point is this. Let a YouTube alternative show up right fucking now. Every big YouTuber would jump on that ship, and this site would fucking die. So that's the bottom line. I think we're just waiting for that. I think we're like 2 away from the end of this list. Oh boy. It's just sad to think about. YouTube has been killing itself for a long time, but, we can ride this dying ship until it utterly sinks. Maybe even get some scuba gear and see how it's gonna sink. You know what I mean? Can you imagine how cool that would be if, like, this was like the new Titanic? Well, we're gonna follow it down with, like, waterproof GoPros and shit. See what's going on down there. See what went wrong. We can survey the damage. The damage. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me as we put a bow on this list of 25 awful, it wasn't 25, it was like a billion of these. It felt like I've been here a year. We've been here for like 3 hours, okay? God. As we go up the list of, awful crazy X stories. We're at number 3. She wanted to raise the kids at home, so we started a family. I worked 2 jobs so that we could get the house she wanted. She eventually started having an affair. When I found out, she served me with the divorce papers and took both kids and left. In the meantime, she got pregnant with twins by the guy that she was having an affair with. She gave them up for adoption. That's so sad. She gave them up for adoption, the new kids, I'm guessing, and tried to move on with her life when he split. She found a high earner on a Christian dating website and promptly married him. Ever since this, she used every resource at her disposal to limit the times the kids spend with me in an apparent effort to have her perfect family. She encouraged my kids to call him dad, even though they already called me that. Her tireless efforts to usurp my relationship with the kids goes on to this day, some 6 years later. I feel terrible for my kids because they're going to be traumatized when they put it all together, and God knows what life is going to be like then. This one person has caused so much damage and pain in everyone's lives that I confidently call her a crazy hose beast. Just not around the kids, of course. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Master Momo says, Kyle, do you watch Ashens? No offense, Master Momo, man, but sometimes I have to wonder how many screws are loose with you. So if you're into somebody, I'm curious as to whether I would be into them at all. We're going to take a look at whoever Ashens is together. Is this him? Yes, I would imagine. He has ashens.com. I happen to pick a fidget spinner video. Maybe that's just something he uses to get views. Smart guy. Looks like he's doing reviews of computers. Are these reviews? what is he doing here? Nigga, I can't say I've ever heard of this dude, but it looks like there's just a lot of toy and perhaps food reviews? Or is he just reviewing shitty products? Well, this has got to be good, so it can't just be shitty things. I mean, the Stormtrooper figures. Just strange things. Does he have a channel where people just send him things? Is that what's going on? Nigga, I've never heard of this guy, so no. I'm sorry. There you go. What do you want from me? I have a load of them. I've got to be like the artist formerly known as Prince of YouTube, dude, where people come to me and they're like, hey, man, you know anything about this guy? I'm like, I never heard of that guy. What the fuck? Aaron Deere says, they say that the more you are, the safer you are, unless you are 6 million and everyone is a Jew. Is that better, Kyle? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, as usual, so I'm gonna time your ass out again, because none of this shit is funny. You must have some kind of fucking disease, Aaron Deers. I want you to take a long, hard look in the mirror and wonder what the hell is wrong with you. I love you, man. We all love you, but you're not funny, and that's a problem. Being funny isn't really hard, you know what I mean? And I guess at the end of the day, if you're funny to yourself, then, you know, that's really all that matters. But you're funny to us in a way that's like rude. You know what I mean? You are not funny. You're funny. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You're funny, but you are not funny. That's messed up. We don't want to laugh at your expense every day in here, nigga. Let that be something we reserve for the new kids that come in here that don't really get it and are just 14 and think that this stream chat is like every other stream chat that they're used to spamming in and all caps in their life away and shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? But nah, Aaron Deers, come on now. Come on now, Aaron Deers. Well, number 2, the fact that she stalked me at my work for years, even after she was married. Her useless husband would drive her and sit out in the car with her. I moved 600 miles away. What a cock. Come back and make love to my wife. Oh my God. Well. Legendary Fats Man says my oil is moist. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the midday stream. Want to take a special amount of time to thank my sexy patrons as usual. Gibbly wibbly dibble. They got what's going on. You know I'm crazy about you guys. Oh yes. I'm crazy about you patrons. Yeah. I want to thank my sponsors as well. You guys are hot shit. You guys are dank to the maximum. Dank to the maximum. I want to thank all of you for being here.
I love you.
Aww. Aww. That reminds me of this one episode of Classic Simpsons when there was like a Love Day celebration. It was just invented as like a Hallmark holiday to get them to spend money. And there were like these bears, and one of the bears was just like, I want you. Oh, we love you too, Aaron Deers. We're just having a bit of fun. But you better stop being unfunny, motherfucker. I'm kidding. Do whatever you want, man. I'm gonna leave the timing you out to Legendary Fat Man because I feel like he knows you. I don't know you like that, Aaron. So I don't know, you know? Sometimes things get lost in translation. You mean you want to say something and then it'll come out a certain way, but if you were to type that, it would just be like, what? You know? So guys, join me as we finish this list of 25 plus awful crazy X stories. Number 1. She broke up with me. Of course that makes her crazy. I'm fucking perfect. Whoa, Kyle. Take it down a notch. Written by I Am Hank Hill. Ask me anything. I'll tell you what. Somebody says it's really hard to compete with Sweet Lady Propane. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. Somebody said she was probably looking for someone with an ass. Oh boy. You guys good? You guys don't need me. I'd be getting blown up on Snapchat if you did. So now that you're all fine and you have your list and everything's cool and makes sense, I will catch you guys soon. Oh boy. Oh boy, that took a little bit out of me. I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't like effectively woken up properly. So I'll see you guys soon. We'll do what we can. Looks like Fat Man's posting links. That's not oats? Are those walnuts? I think he just means for us to look at them and think that they're just nuts. So there's his nuts in a sack. You could call it a nut sack if you will. There's Fat Man with the visual comedy Waka Waka. You know, check out Fat Man's nutsack.
Bazinga!
Okay, so what's going on? Someone just subscribed. Vile Chaos. Okay. Now we're doing in real life Rick and Morty like scene. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are the Blue Man Group. Ask us anything. What is happening? Huh. What's happening to you, Kyle? Damn. That picture 90s as hell. You punk motherfucker. I'm stealing this kid now. Well. Those are some masculine looking feet for what I assume is a woman. How the fuck women get feet that masculine? Maybe she old. Maybe she old and she got nice legs. That's the problem. Oh Lord. All right, guys. I should go make myself some waffles, but I'm so lazy. Guys, I'll see you soon. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. What did he say this time? Fuck it. I'll catch you guys soon. I'll probably stream something, okay? Later.